Hello, everybody. Today, myself, Jayvardhan Singh, a BTech third year student with blockchain as my specialization, is here to just take you all on a journey to introducing blockchain and its evolution and where the future is headed towards. So, I have a very keen interest in blockchain technology. I am involved in the blockchain space from the past 2 years. I am also associated with the Indian Blockchain Fraternity, which is our blockchain club, the university's blockchain club. I am heading it for more than now for more than 1 year. So I have conducted various events. I have got to collab with many Web3 companies and all. So I have a few basic understanding of what blockchain is, and I can just like see I according to my understanding where the future is headed. I have prepared these slides, and let's go through them one by one, and I'll be explaining each to you. So let's first of all like see what is the history of blockchain. Okay, so the history of blockchain is simple, and the first thing to note is most people consider that blockchain was originated in 1991 in a paper by W. Scott Stornetta and Stuart Harbour. But actually, according to some people, it's in 1982 when David Lee Chom actually proposed a system called here there he did not even mention the word blockchain, and the word blockchain was not mentioned, but a system which is just like blockchain was mentioned in this paper. So many people believe it to be the founding stone for blockchain technology, and then in 1991 blockchain got its official term as blockchain. And now on 31st October 2008, there was a very great thing. There was a great achievement, we can say, when first practical implementation of blockchain was brought into space. That was the Bitcoin. And before launching the Bitcoin, actually the Bitcoin white paper was released. What in that white paper, all the details about blockchain, the Bitcoin was consisted, and there a pseudonym, so a person or an organization, we don't know yet who was he was Satoshi Nakamoto, or is he an organization, is he a single person, is he a male or female, no one knows what goes behind the name of Satoshi Nakamoto. But he first of all presented a white paper, then released Bitcoin after a few months, and then on 30th July 2015, Ethereum was launched. So Ethereum was the best for thing to happen for the blockchain space, as it got the people interested into it, as now the blockchain was not only limited to having some transactions and all. The use case then just widely grew up by the introduction of Ethereum, as people can now not only have the single use of a cryptocurrency using blockchain, they can now have multiple uses of blockchain technology. Dapps were created using Ethereum and Solidity, so this was a major milestone for the blockchain industry. Now let us see what is blockchain. So technically speaking, blockchain is a digitalized, decentralized ledger, and it holds records across many computers, immutable via cryptocurrency and consensus mechanisms. So I'll not go into very deeper details on the technical part. Let us understand it, what it simply means. Okay, so you can assume it to be a simple shared digital notebook. Okay, it's not stored on a single device. It's shared by many people. Many people store them, and it's distributed. To give you an example, let us assume that there are four friends who went on a trip, and during their trip, they purchased many things, and they thought that we'll keep all the record in a single ledger, in a single notebook, and after we return from the trip, then we'll tally our records and we'll just settle down our expenses. But what happened is there was a mysterious, notorious child who wanted to create some trouble. What he did was he got that notebook and made some changes into the notebook. Now, what happened was the all the accounts were having some mismatch. The friends were fighting among themselves, so this created a big trouble. It could be avoided by a single thing, like now here comes blockchain. What blockchain means is you do not store all the information on a single device. What you do is create multiple copies of this single notebook. What will happen if the for all the four friends would have kept their separate notebooks with each mentioning all the records? Okay, so they will not only mention their records but the records of every person. So instead of having a single notebook, then there would be multiple copies of that single notebook. And what would have happened is the notorious child would have just gotten the access of one or two notebooks might but he must not be able to get all the notebooks. So this could have avoided the trouble. So this is what blockchain proposes. It proposes a decentralized a system where no single authority is the whole soul in charge, and so that the people, the community is the in charge of themselves. So the need for blockchain is simple. Let's first understand the three phases: web 1, web 2, web 3. So with web 1 we had static web pages, like the information was broadcasted to you. In web 1 you can assume the web 1 sites to be like digital bulletin boards where the information was presented to you and you could not interact with that. Like you can just read it, you can get an idea of the information what's given into it, but you cannot interact with it. With web 2 came the interaction part, two-way communication. All the things which we see right now are in the web 2 space, like our YouTube, our Instagram, our social medias, and all, like our LinkedIn. Everything is currently in the web 2 phase where we can interact. The information is not only a one-way communication. We have two-way communication where we both the parties can interact with each other, and this is how we want to proceed. And like what we want to do is to have some communication with each other. In the social media we have two-way communication. Our friends can interact with each other. You interact on the post, you comment on their post and all. So this is two-way communication, but there is a problem with this, my friends. The problem is simple. The problem is ownership. What if you have maintained a very good digital record of yourself? Like you assume you are a blogger and you keep writing blogs on Medium or any particular website. And what if some person from the top level management disliked your content? He can be like, even though it's within the community guidelines, even though you are following everything, you are not spreading hate or anything like that, but even though due to any whatever reason, maybe you provoked him, maybe you had a little fight with him on Twitter, like X, and now that person, that top level management person, wants to remove your account from his website. He can easily do that, and within a few minutes all your digital footprint would be vanished. That footprint which you had created by thinking that, okay, this is like my digital footprint, I am keeping all my records in it, like I want to keep this till my when I'll go grow old and I'll see this. So you were very much connected with that. You were having deep feelings towards that content. That content was not only just content, it was your pure feelings. Now what happens in web 2 is any top level management, any person can do that. But in web 3, here is web 3, the need for web 3. In web 3, you own your data. Because as I told you, in web 2 you did not own your data. Nothing, you were at the mercy of these large, these mighty corporations who can do whatever they want with your data. They can do whatever they want with your profile. They can like remove you from their website and everything. But with web 3 there comes ownership. You own your data, my friends. There is no single authority. There are DAOs, there are communities which control, they govern the platform. There are some specific rules set beforehand that if some person is spreading hate, then remove his account. But if he is following every guideline, if his content is not spreading hate, his content is right, then no one has the authority to remove their account from that particular platform. That means that now You own your data. You do not have to be at the mercy of these large and big mighty corporations. So with Web3, we have ownership that is the need of the hour, my friends. Now let us see the evolution of blockchain and how blockchain is doing, where it's headed. So the evolution of blockchain is simple. With blockchain 1, we just had Bitcoin, the Bitcoin era, and the Ethereum was in its early phase. Ethereum was just in the pioneering stage, and with the blockchain 2.0, Ethereum became mainstream. Many people got to know about Ethereum made many good changes, bought so many dApps and all. And with Ethereum, there were mainstream, the you can say, up to a level, the mass people acknowledged the blockchain technology. They understood that yes, blockchain is something which can change the future. It is having some great potential. But now with blockchain 2.0, there were some problems about scalability, about their handling of data and all. So blockchain 3.0 is the new era, my friends, where we have new chains coming on in this blockchain space, including Polygon, Tezos, ICP, and others. So few are L2s. What are L2s? L2s are layer 2 chains, which are basically with the what that means is a blockchain on top of another blockchain. So L1 is the main blockchain, that is, like, you can say Bitcoin is an L1, Ethereum is an L1, ICP is an L1. But L2s are the blockchains which run on the top of another blockchain, like Polygon runs on top of Ethereum. So it is basically increasing its adaptability, it's increasing its mass adoption and all. It's helping it to scale. So these are L2. So many L2s are coming, many L1s are also coming. So the future is bright for the blockchain space, according to me. And let's see. So let's see some future, some current applications of blockchain, and let after that we'll go to some future use cases as well, which are under research. So current applications include cryptocurrencies, intellectual property and copyright. What happens is, nowadays there is a big problem of counterfeiting, like there are pirated software, pirated songs and all. Intellectual property people do not own. As I told you, the ownership is a big issue in web 2, so they cannot prove their ownership. And there is a very big problem about intellectual property. With blockchain, we can keep record of all these things, and there can be like these things can be easily verified, that which data belongs to which person. It's all about ownership. And with blockchain, the blockchain technology is also increasing its use cases in the gaming industry. As you know, gaming, the people who game a lot would already be aware that many things in the game are also very valuable to the gamers, like some prizes, some specific sword, some rewards. Everything is valuable to a gamer in that game. That particular game is like his own property. So with blockchain, you own that too. Okay, you don't need to worry if some day your account would get banned for not so specific reason. So that actually makes you by a very that gives you the convenience that now you are very safe. If you do break some laws, if you do create some trouble, then you would definitely be kicked out. But otherwise, no one can do anything to you, and you own your data. No company can decide that, okay, now we want to remove this sword from, or your particular famous weapon which you liked. They cannot remove it, and this is how it goes. They can make some changes by the community. Okay, with the help of the community, if the community decides that, okay, we'd like to have this changed, so they can have that. But not a single individual or a single organization controls that. So with the future use cases include decentralized finance, DeFi, tokenization, which means that you can get to tokenize everything from real world assets to many things. And this gives you the power, like if you own a specific piece of land, you can prove it on the blockchain by having a token of that land created on the and stored on the blockchain. So tokenization is basically creating tokens of some actual things which exist in the physical world, and then tokenizing it and storing it on the blockchain. Piracy prevention, as I told you, it's a big issue. This is also being can be resolved with the help of blockchain. There are some future use cases, decentralized finance including that, and this area is under research. Blockchain is still have many issues, so the people are doing continuous research to just remove these issues. The issues include scalability. Blockchain is not yet very scalable. Interoperability is a major issue with blockchains. One blockchain as of now is not able to communicate with the other blockchain, so this creates a problem. Blockchains have their data, but other blockchains cannot access that data from the other chains. So interoperability is something which is under research. And the storage costs, as of now the storage cost on the blockchain is very high. So any questions if you have, then you please comment down, and I would be happy to answer them. And that was Javardhan Singh signing off.